Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the Living the Life show. I'm your host, Columbus Cody, and I'm so glad you chose to join me today. It's time for our verse of the day. Now, today's verse of the day comes from the book of John, John chapter 14, verse 27, and we're reading the King James Version. All right, and this is what it says: Peace I leave unto you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Think about what Jesus gave his disciples at the time he's about to leave them. Now, he's walked with them for years. He's trained them. He's guided them. He's been their rock for years. And now he's about to leave. And what does he leave them? He doesn't leave them prosperity. He doesn't leave them popularity. He leaves them peace. See, because prosperity can fade. Popularity can dwindle, but peace, if you have God's peace running through you, if you have God's peace keeping you focused and on the straight and narrow, no matter what comes your way, you can still stay consistent and you can still stay faithful with your walk with God. When we don't have peace, when we don't have God's peace, that's when we find ourselves being rattled by the smallest things, going back to our old ways when things get hard. But when we have peace, you see, happiness and peace is different. I can be happy today and unhappy in 10 minutes. But when I have peace, no matter what comes around me, what surrounds me, my mind always goes back to, I belong to God. And if I belong to God, he's going to make a way out of this, or he's going to strengthen me to get through this. Because that's one thing I've learned is we can't always expect God to take us out of something. Sometimes we got to go through some stuff. But the blessing is what gives us peace is when we know we're not going through it alone. One of my favorite stories in the Bible is when Jesus was on the boat with his disciples and a crazy storm kicked up. I mean, like a crazy storm to the point where they thought they were going to die out there on the water. Now, I always love this story because I know that four of his disciples were fishermen. Four, which means they've been out to sea a lot. They've seen storms a lot, but this storm is different. This storm is crazy. This storm, we might not make it through. Jesus is down in the boat asleep. They rush down, they get him. Wake up, master. Don't you care? We're about to die out here. And Jesus comes up and he stands out on the deck. He looks at the storm and he speaks to it. And he says, peace, be still. And the storm stopped. And the disciples were amazed. Wow, what kind of man is this that the elements, nature will obey him? That's the God we serve. We serve a God that can speak peace into our lives. But we have to accept the peace and not disturb the peace. Don't disturb the peace that God wants to ensoothe in your life. And the peace that he gives, it says, surpasses all understanding. Most people won't understand why you could be so peaceful when so much chaos is all around you. Right now, in our country, it's chaotic. But as believers, we should still have peace. We should still seek peace. We should still ensue peace. We should look for a way to be peaceful and not be the ones who disrupt the peace. We have to be the ones who are the peacemakers. The Bible does tell us, blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed, for they shall be called the children of God. And if you want to be called the children of God, you've got to rest in his peace and you've got to ensue his peace into the world. And that's the verse of the day, good peeps. That's what he left you. He left you peace. Now, I hope you'll leave me something. Will you leave me a click on the subscribe button and a click on the bell so that you never miss a show? And also I want to tell you this. If the Living the Life show blesses you and it encourages you, and you want to help me be a blessing to others, in the description below, you can find various ways that you can donate to the show. And I take those funds and use all of it to be a blessing to someone else, either by continuing to enhance what we do here at the show or by taking those funds and pouring them into a worthy cause. So if you want to help me feel free to click in the description and use any of the formats or the platforms there to make a donation of your choice. You know, $1,000, $1, $1 million, whatever you decide to do, we will use it to be a blessing to someone else. God bless you guys. You know what I need you to do, right? Yeah, let's get busy living the life.